Now, I started watching the Kickoff show for Clash at the Castle 2022 with my very own eyes. And with my very own ears, I heard Stinky Pete claim that we've never ever seen former WWE Tag Team Champions Rollins Mysterio and Edge team together ever. So I turned that Kickoff show all the bloody way off. You prick, Pete. But then I saw there was a match on a WWE Kickoff show here in 2022, so I said to myself, you dear viewer, you need to grab Tubi Channel and head for the bastard border. The end is nigh, the end is nigh, time to run away, the end is nigh, nigh. But it was during this Kickoff show match we learned a very disturbing story as Corey Graves told the tale of how Byron Saxton, in his pretty red suit, stood in front of The Undertaker and flexed his muscles, which according to Corey Graves caused The Undertaker to roll his eyes harder than he has ever rolled them before. Just imagine Byron Saxton doing that. I'd love to smother him in custard. But I don't care what you say, dear viewer. On Byron Saxton's part, that is a great mistake. That's The Undertaker, man. The only peaks he's interested in is the bastard peaks at the top of a massive pile of white powder, which you put up your nose before shooting your pals with a gun for the bants. Hey, Bayley. I want to know, if you'll be my girl, said the fans in Cardiff. And you are probably wondering at home, dear viewer, why the hell we didn't stop when Bayley made it very, very clear that she wasn't interested. Well, it's because we're professional wrestling fans and we're used to rejection because we're massive losers. Oh.
Yep, I wrong. Yep, I wrong.
And there we have Byron Saxton sat next to Gary Geography himself, Michael Cole, who I still can't believe once upon a time claimed Newcastle upon Tyne is a small-minded community just up the bastard road from London. But back to Byron, on this show he claimed the British Bulldog won the Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam 92, of course, in his hometown. Yes, that famous Cockney man, the British Bulldog, who was also, more realistically, the most northern man ever born ever. That same British Bulldog, of course, who spoke like his mother's womb when he was in there, not yet born, was actually a massive hot pot. That same British Bulldog whose mother's placenta in that hot pot womb was actually gravy. I don't know where I'm going with this, but we're continuing. That same British Bulldog whose umbilical cord when he was born was actually a smoking pipe. That's how bloody northern the British Bulldog is, Byron. What the bollocks is that sexy model man with his really fast car doing stood next to those Austrian/German menacing looking men? Obviously, it was fantastic to see Imperium back together at Clash at the Castle 2022 with their Imperium name, but it was all the more shocking to see Giovanni Vinci, Vinci himself. He came, his last name. It's shocking to see him keep that name when you know what his gimmick was in NXT 2.0. He's literally gone from Imperium, aren't I a sexy bastard, to Imperium. We're all serious and whatnot. Mago. So we're getting to see Adrian Street and Miss Linda on the screen at this moment of the show, and Michael Cole pipes up to say, and there, of course, is Johnny Saint. Now, I think that Michael Cole must believe that Adrian Street is not capable of aging since the photos we were shown that clearly came from the 70s and or the 80s. Because that old bald man there, Michael Cole, is not Johnny Saint. There's more than one old bald man in the UK other than Johnny Saint. That's Adrian Street. I don't know what to say. Let's move on. Now go back and watch this part of the Judgment Day versus Edge and Rollins Mysterio match and you will see that when you squash the nuts of one Damian Priest, he turns into an owl. Ta-wit, ta-woof, me bollocks! And then we saw Dominik Mysterio kick Edge so hard right up his bike stand, otherwise known as his arse crack, he lost a bloody shoe up there. And on top of that, the pièce de résistance, the petit pois, the lovely bit of custard on this thing here, he clotheslined the bejesus out of his own father. Absolutely fantastic scenes. I mean, first and foremost, I'm really happy for Dominik Mysterio to get one back on his own father, Ronald Mysterio, after Ronald took to Twitter all those years ago and admitted to the world he beat his own kids. He says it there though, look. And I'm also happy that Dom did it just like his real biological father, proving that Dom is not a sub, Dom is a Dom, and Dom is also Eddie's son because Eddie did it just like this to Rey. It all fits together, it's wonderful storytelling. But Ronald Mysterio, what the bloody hell are you doing with your life, Bolly lad? sad because this is now 3 different people, Dominik Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero and Dave Bautista, who have all turned you on. Not like that, you dirty bugger. Turned on him by doing a massive clothesline to the head. Now, I'm not here to kink shame. It might be a kink for that sub known as Ron Mysterious. But Ron, just duck, will you? Just duck. And also a massive congratulations to Dominik Mysterio's juicy nipples for finally making their long-awaited, highly anticipated WWE debut. Down your drinks. And then, as if a fire-breathing dragon was not enough for you, Curry Man himself, he brought the heat and he brought the sparse to Clash at the Castle in the form of an Elton John tribute act. And I don't know when I just dropped some acid. What was that sentence? Brown sauce on pasta is a hate crime, and I hope whichever pillock took that sign there to Clash at the Castle 2022 was thrown at the jail after a lengthy legal battle where the case for the defence was proven to be not strong enough. And on top of that prison sentence, I hope they were given a massive fine, which would cost them a pretty penny. And I hope that when they're in jail, having paid that massive fine, they are kicked in the bollocks by a big strong boy in prison, so they're ravioliing on the floor. Oh, puns about pasta, they make me tortellini. Now a more serious WTF moment, because at Clash at the Castle 2022, Seth Rollins got his first pinfall victory on a premium live event / pay-per-view. They weren't called premium live events back in the day, were they? Since June of 2021, when he beat a man called Cesaro. Who knows what he's doing these days? But that win for Rollins on Saturday was the first time he's won by pinfall on a premium live event since June 2021, and that is wild. Crazy, some might say.
Mago, 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 mago.
Maggle Cole calling a standing uranagi, a standing uranagi by Roman Reigns, a rock bottom, guys. Is Maggle Cole basically making the Prodigy song Firestarter all about him? I'm the trouble starter, guys, a punking instigator. I'm a Firestarter, twisted Firestarter. Maggle Cole's fantastic. This was a minor mistake, but we know The Rock versus Roman Reigns might be coming at WrestleMania. Let's not try and spaff it in our faces, though. A-Town down. Literally, well enticing, proper smashed his face in that leg. And then, oh my God, tweak my Dominik Mysterio nipples, call me Gertrude, spit in my eye, I don't know what I was doing. At this point in the match, a spear by Daddy Drew, a claymore by Daddy Drew, 1, 2, and Solo made me all kinds of Sikoa. I spewed all over the floor because I thought it was going to happen, but it didn't because of the debut in Solo Sikoa. In this instance, a huge WTF moment. But all this just makes you wonder, how big can the Bloodline get? You've got Roman, you've got Jimmy, you've got Jay, you've got Sammy, you've got Solo. Just imagine by the time WrestleMania rolls around, Roman's fighting The Rock does his standing uranagi Michael Cole, it's a 1, it's a 2, and Roman's second cousin on his father's side, Dorothy, pulls Dwayne The Rock Johnson out the ring. How big can this tree get? And then we get to the end of the show, which I thought, being live in the arena, must have been off the air for the fans watching at home, because this was the most house showy, shows off the air, let's have a good old sing-song kind of thing you have ever seen in your life. But let's just take a step back for a second. Drew McIntyre got beaten by a man from Pensacola, Florida, yet we're all stood there like mugs. The hometown hero-ish is down on the floor and he's singing American Pie. What? And I know Tyson Fury loves a big sing-along after his big boxing matches, but this was a load of bollocks and it completely missed the point. And yes, of course, I did sing along because they were selling Strongbow dark fruits in that arena and scrummy, scrummy, scrum, scrum. But I've got to make a massive WTF moment out of this being the way to send the fans in Cardiff home happy. Drew McIntyre has lost the biggest match he will ever have. Are they going to come back to the UK? Will Drew headline that pay-per-view if they come back? I've got no idea. But to this point, this is the biggest thing in his life ever, and he stood there singing, "Don't look back in anger." What a lovely message, eh? He should have been on his knees taking a page from the wedding singer. Somebody kill me, please. I'm on my knees. Pretty, please kill me. I want to die. I've just lost a big match to Roman Reigns at home. It's so I didn't get it. And then we get to the bit where he goes, let's friggin' party, gang. I wanted to get some Lego and put it under my eyelids and blink and blink and blink. It was so painful, everybody. And I know we all love a sing-song over here in the UK. We're world famous, aren't we, for a girl sing-song over here in the UK. But there's one crucial ingredient missing for Drew McIntyre, and that is alcohol. He needed lots of it. Without it, this was silly. And to top it all off, Daddy Drew McIntyre tries to sing the English national anthem of Sweet Caroline, ba 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 ba, in the middle of Wales, before realising it's not going to work, and then going back to the old routine of a little Oasis sing-along. Again, you can see what they were trying to do, but what they actually did, it just didn't work at all. Just, get the Fiend back. Give him several million. He'll take it. You've got the money in spades. Just do it. And that tosser there is the reason why the UK will not get another big old show like this one for another 30 years. I'm not going to show what that prick had on his shirt, but let me tell you, this show is called WTF Moments, and that fella there is a walking, living, breathing WTF moment in the worst way possible. Talking about another living, breathing WTF moment, Karrion Kross is also one of them because he hopped on a plane, went over the Atlantic Sea, over to the UK to sit in the front row of a premium live event for the company he works for, just to throw a bottle at Daddy Drew McIntyre and then do nothing else. It didn't affect Drew McIntyre in the slightest, but that's all Karrion Kross went over there to do. And that is just weird and pathetic, you weird man Karrion Kross. What's wrong with you? And on top of that, he's either got a lot of faith in Roman Reigns, or he's too scared to fight Roman Reigns because, as I said, after throwing that bottle, he did nothing. It was what a little bitch Karrion Kross is, eh? I'll take him. I wouldn't take him. I wouldn't. A fair old amount of Cultaholic represented this big old pay-per-view, so a big old thank you to Steg, Bites and Friends on the Twitter machine, Ollie Roy Lance, Fletchy Baby, Scott Brown, and a big thanks to Reese Bithell. I think that's how you say it, because he bought my clothes, the Rossi Drip clothes, and he wore them to the event. That's emotional. Can I have them back? And I've just got to say a massive thank you to all those people who took a little bit of time out their day to come and say hello to me and my good lady on Saturday. We were in Cardiff. We did go to the show. I was thinking it's been 30 years since they've been over here. It might be another 30 years until they come back for another big show like this. I'm going to go as a fan and enjoy the bollocks out of it. And I did very much that. Thank you to those people who took a picture, said hello, bought me a beer. I love you all. And you made an already fantastic day even better. And I've stolen your pictures to put in me little video here. So thank you very much to everybody who did that. And that's it, I think, for the WTF Moments from Clash at the Castle 2022. If I missed any, let me know down below, please. I'm still very tired from the commute. My God, Wales is a long way from Newcastle. And on top of that, if you just want to give this video a like, please do so. Give this video a share if you're feeling fruity. Leave a comment down below if you can't think what to say. Think just type out, I should say, WWE. Bring another premium live event to the UK. We're all very nice people. That's the comment to leave. Thank you very much, everybody. I've been Ross from Cultaholic Wrestling. I'll see you tomorrow for All Out. It never ends. Well, it did end over the weekend because I was going to wrestling as a fan for the first time in many years for a big show. So yes, All Out tomorrow. 7-hour podcast on Friday. Let's go.